Hey. Hello,
Hi.
everybody. Hey, Samantha. Hello, audience. Welcome to the Home Buyers Clubhouse. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Jessie Lynn. I am a triangle realtor with A to Z Realty, and you are in the clubhouse. We go live every Wednesday to drop something motivational, something inspirational. We go live every Friday to give you something educational. Miss Samantha, introduce yourself, honey.
Hi, I'm Samantha Harding. I am a loan officer here in the state of North Carolina, and I'm here to help with the Home Buyers Club.
Awesome audience. Do me a favor. Drop your wins in the box below. Let us know how you are winning. How are you winning? It could be anything, big, small, or tall. Just let us know how you are winning. Samantha, sweetie, how are you winning it today, honey? How are you winning this week? How are you winning this year? How are you winning, period? I don't want to hear that generic response. Is just basically saying, I woke up today and I'm happy. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Anyway, how are you winning, girl?
Actually, I have pulled myself out of a little rut and I've been outside. I've been networking, which is great.
Yay.
Networking. I met with a insurance agent yesterday, and he goes out in the
Awesome.
community and is a part of a couple different things. And I was a part of a Boss Up Summit this past weekend. So I'm getting back outside, even though I was inside for a virtual meeting. And it's pretty exciting. I went back to writing down who I'm going to meet with in my little checklist. So that's
Yes.
exciting for me. Okay, that's my win because I'm setting up myself for the next couple months. So
And look,
that's
y'all, Samantha is somebody who shouldn't sleep on networking because she's really awesome. She don't know a stranger. My first time meeting her, she walked in and talked to everybody like she's known them forever. So she's somebody, she's not like myself. I stay in a hole. I'm to myself. I don't have a lot to say. But yeah, you definitely shouldn't sleep on it. Y'all, my wins, audience, let me see your wins below. Drop your wins in the box below. My wins, my tail. I've been working out. I've been running. And anybody that knows me, y'all know I don't run. I used to run, when I played basketball and play sports, but since I've been older, I don't run because stuff start moving around, start bouncing, I start itching. I don't run, but I've been on my treadmill and I've been working out, and it feels great. So yeah, I'm tired today because I'm fasting and I haven't had any coffee, but I'm good. I feel good. I'm trying to do small things, trying to do self-care to take care of myself because if you're not taking care of you, who's gonna take care of you? And that
nobody, baby.
kind of goes over into our topic for today. But before we get started on our topic today, I do have an announcement. We have our gala, two different ways to say it, on our calendar for October 1st. For our sponsors out there, we are taking sponsors. We have a lot of people who try to advertise in our group, but we definitely we hold our private group sacred. We try to make it all about home ownership and home buyers. So we are allowing people to advertise on our platform as sponsors. So if you are an investor, you're a real estate agent, you're a credit expert, your lender, insurance agents, appraisers, all of you guys, if you guys want to sponsor, if you want to do an ad on our platform, just let us know. Shoot me an inbox and let me know, or you can email me at hello@a to z realty.com. A to Z spelled ADAZE realty.com. All right, so that's it. All right, let's get started, y'all. Anyway, today we are talking about keeping yourself happy. And Samantha, as I was kind of preparing for today, I did notice we kind of hit on this last week. We wasn't trying to, but we did kind of roll over into it or whatever. But it's about keeping yourself happy because we know it's so easy to have a false sense of responsibility whenever it comes to pleasing everyone else and making everybody else feel happy. Whether it's your spouse, it's your best friend, it's your cousin, it's your mama, it's your daddy, it's your father, even your children. Sometimes we feel like we have that false sense of pleasing everybody. And it's nothing wrong with helping people. I know sometimes in real estate, I get caught up in trying to help people. And then I had to learn the hard way is just basically, you can only help people who's willing to help themselves. But I don't I don't want to get off track with that either, but it's nothing wrong with helping people. But these people, they have to want to help themselves as well. People should also learn to be happy with themselves, and that's where a lot of the issues come in, when they're not happy with themselves and they are dependent on other people. And I see it on Facebook. I saw somebody they posted that the other day. You can't depend on nobody else to make you happy. You got anything you need to say? You kind of your notebook is distracting me.
Oh, sorry. I was actually thinking about the thing that I went to this weekend. There was some really good quotes, and I was like, hey, maybe I had one that was that I had wrote down. I mean, it's important. I think we do think about that, but then it's like we have to listen to our own voice. I think some of us don't have our own voice to listen to know that. I don't even recognize that voice that you talk about. Take care of yourself and not thinking about all the other people. So that's what I would have to say, because I don't know that voice personally. Like, I'm so used to like just giving and doing that I can't even hear my own voice sometimes. It says take care of you. So
but that's the thing. And that's, if you kind of rewind back to the opening, many times in our relationships we lose ourselves trying to please the people around us, and then we're the ones who end up suffering. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying last week about me losing myself, trying to let everybody else around me be happy, and then at the end of the day you're the one who's not happy, and you shouldn't have to sacrifice your happiness to make somebody else happy. It does sound selfish, though. It sounds selfish, but it allows balance. Your first priority is to take care of you. And like I said, my life coach, she reminded me, like, okay, if the plane is crashing, the first person that should put on that mask is you. You take care of you first, and then you can take care of the children and everyone around you. But you got to take care of you first. And so many people, they have so much baggage, and they're dealing with stuff in their past and their childhood, and they don't realize that these things, they are affecting other people around them, if that makes sense.
it does. I mean, all that trauma and drama, we go to things that are like us, and then we don't know, or we lost ourselves. So then the person that we're dealing with, or people that we're dealing with, get accustomed to living in that. So it's kind of like a codependent thing. They see you don't take care of you, then they're not going to take care of you, and then you're wondering why you're stuck, because no one really cares about you, because you haven't given permission for them to care or set the expectation. So it's kind of like go hand in hand.
And at the end of the day, you're the one that's suffering. You're the one that's suffering because you are giving your all, and no matter what you do and what you give, that other person's still not going to be happy, and you're suffering because you're putting all that energy into that person, or into that thing, to try to find that person that's seeking happiness within you. They down, they come around, they sad. Have you ever like talked to someone, they always down? The relationship started off good, y'all gossiping, it started off real good, and then you find out at the end of the day it's like nothing ever positive. They never have anything positive to say, and then you leave and you feel like, what happened?
Yeah, I have a couple of friends like that. And this past week, I was like, hey, I noticed that you've been a little down, more than usual. I don't know what's going on, but I really think you should go see someone. Because every time I call you, I don't want to hear about how you can't get out of bed. Like, I'm like, okay, I can encourage you, but I really want you to realize how deep you have fallen, because it's become the norm and I'm not used to it. And I don't want them to get used to it either. I
Right.
really, as a friend, I don't want to hear every time I talk to you, you're down. Like,
Exactly.
no, it makes me uncomfortable, and I don't even know like how to say that to someone. I don't know if you have tips, Ms. Jessie Lynn, but I just be like, I don't even know if you can say, hey, I noticed that you've been really sad and really depressing, but
And the funny thing is, though,
guess
as a friend, you mentioned that, though, the funny thing is some people don't even realize that they are that person. They expect the people around them to make them happy, and they don't realize it. But you can say it in a nice way. You can say it in a nice way, like, yeah, I love you. I love you, but you need to get that figured out, because I come see you, I talk to you, and then at the end of the day, I'm the one who's feeling down and I'm feeling drained, and you're draining me and you're taking all of my energy. But say it out of love. Don't say it with no attitude, because one day you could be in a bad mood and they call you, you spaz on them. So now is the time for you to let this person know, out of love, not out of anger, that they are draining you. They have to be responsible for their own happiness. And like you said, that your friend hasn't always been that way. So as a friend, yeah, you could definitely guide them and try to help them, but they're gonna want to have to help themselves first. So let's kind of talk about it, you guys. So as far as friends, and we're kind of talking about friends right now. Like I said, it starts off as gossiping, but these are some signs that your friends may be a Debbie Downer. They have no boundaries. They are all in your space. They are taking up all your space. They need all of your time. They are overly dramatic. Everything is the end of the world. Some people are mean and they're critical. And like I said, it's not all of these things. It's some of these things or whatever. You're 50 years old. You're blaming your mom for not letting you go to soccer camp or basketball camp or putting you in all this other stuff. They're very argumentative and defensive. Again, Debbie Downers. They're always complaining. Negative, 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 negative. So I'm telling you, once you kind of talk to these people and you realize that you're not happy no more, you need to step back and take a look at it, and you need to focus on you and start doing some of that self-care. And I tell people myself, what I do is I like to take my time in the mornings. I like to meditate. I like to get in the tub sometimes. I like to relax. I like to light candles. I like to journal and different things, but you need to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. Limit yourself to 10 minutes to those people. If they're draining you, look, I give you 10 minutes. That's all I got.
Okay. So
I was talking to the audience. I wasn't talking to you. I was waiting on your
okay.
feedback.
And he just I was saying like 10 minutes. I've never thought about that, because I'd be looking like after about 3 minutes and like 3 complaints, I start looking around like, am I being a bad? Okay, this is not going to get anywhere. And I'll be looking to the left like, oh, okay. And so I guess I'm going to start limiting myself to be like, okay, I
Look,
10 minutes. And if nothing you say is moving, okay.
10 minutes is a long time. 10 minutes is a very long time. Like you said, 3 minutes is just like, oh God, where are we about to go with this? 10 minutes is a very long time. Give them 10 minutes. That's it. I say 5, but 10 is max. Because before you know, like I said, you don't even know why you're there anymore. Why are we here? But so let's talk about some self-care tips, you guys. You need to take I said a salt bath earlier. Go walking, meditate, play some music. A lot of people don't realize music can change lives. Listen to a book, read a book, something motivational. And protect your mental space at all costs. Protect your mental space, protect your energy by all means necessary.
I agree with that. Like, I think it's just now, I think as of recently, we've been talking about space and energies. Before, I feel like when I was in my 20s, no one really talked about that. Like COVID hit, and now we're like, wait a second, these people are in our space. Our lives have changed. We're not as busy. So I think now we're having to check in and do inventory. And it's just a different space. And now we're like, wait a second, I don't care what we've always done, because COVID hit, obviously things changed. So now we're having to change. Like my family, I can tell the dynamics are shifting. So I agree with that. Like I definitely think it's important.
And they may have talked about it when you were in your 20s or whatever, but as you get older, like once you hit that 28 mark, you kind of your mind starts shifting and you start seeing life a little bit different.
Yeah, well, maybe it was me that changed. I guess I didn't think about it that way, but now I'm like self-care. Before it's like the kids was running us raggedy, and you just pour everything you have into them and all this stuff. And I'm like, wait a second. So when I pour all this, what am I gonna have left? Like what? Like what am I gonna have left? And they're like, well, you worry that when they get grown. And I'm like, no, like that cannot be life. Like for 18
That's not.
years, it cannot. That cannot.
But like I said, if you keep pouring into these people that's walking around having these tantrums, and I call them kids, like, are you going to allow your child to eat a Tide Pod, or you're going to allow them to eat a Crown if they falling out in the floor or whatever? So yeah, you got to think of yourself like that as well. These kids are draining you and taking your energy. Sometimes you got to walk away, but the kids are different. But when you got a grown up doing that, oh no, that's even worse. You grown, you know better. Kids don't. They want to see how far they can get in life with it.
I think a lot of these adults have the traumas that they carry with them to adulthood, and it just be running rampant over. I'm like, wait a second, what are you doing? Like, have you taken inventory? I was listening to a pastor this week, and he was like, if you are someone who cannot accept criticism or cannot be coached, you have a major problem.
It's the spirit of offense. You can't be offended by everything that somebody tells you in life. You can't. And it's not always that person around. It's not that person. It's you at the end of the day. So it's a thing that I've been seeing on like Instagram and Facebook. They said, I started going to a therapist and I realized I thought everybody else was the problem. And it's me. I'm the problem. So sometimes you have to realize that it's you and not the other person. So yeah.
That is true.
Anyway.
Yes,
you guys. Say what?
I said you gotta check in with self.
Yep, check in
with everybody around you. You might need to reevaluate you and how you handle stuff and what you accept into your life. That 10 minutes starting to be the cap for me. I have to say, I'm gonna take that with me. Negative people gets 10 minutes, if not less. I might limit them to 5 now. But I usually just kind of sit and and I start looking. But I have to take inventory for me and be responsible for what I pour into my life. So thank you, Jessie Lynn. Even though it's not about me, hopefully y'all are getting something from this that are watching.
We have an issue with that here on the show. Sometimes us, when we're on here as a host, we kind of take stuff personal and make it about us. Like, hold on now. And we know we're here to teach everybody else. But sometimes we just be like, hold on, don't come for me. But you're right. So at least you took some good out of it, because a lot of the times we are like, hold on now, she talking about me. So yeah. Anyway, you guys, protect your energy, you guys. Don't let these Debbie Downers pull you down in life. Protect your energy by all means necessary. Wake up in the morning, start your day off, get you a routine, and set some boundaries. Because if you know your aunt about to come in the house talking junk, just get yourself right, get yourself together, and distance yourself. Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys have an awesome week. I'll see you guys on Friday. We are doing something educational. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome week, and we'll talk to you guys later. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Jessie Lynn. I am a Triangle Realtor with A to Z Realty. You can reach me at 919-818-9854. Miss Samantha.
I'm Samantha Harding again. You can reach me at 919-374-0260, and I'm available most of any time. So leave me a text or call.
Awesome, you guys. And you can reach us in the Homebuyers Clubhouse. You can find us on Facebook in our private group and on our page at Homebuyers Clubhouse. You can also find us online at www.thehomebuyersklubbhouse.com. And you can also find us on YouTube at thehomebuyersklubbhouse.com. Again, we'll see you guys at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time on Friday. You guys have a good week, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.